Hello, student of Oriental University Uzbekistan. Introducing, my name is Dr. Abel Gandhi. I am head of Digital Business Department, Pakuan University, Indonesia, the university that visited by Professor Boburbek and Professor Farouk last year. Today, I feel more than happy to present the Indonesia economic overview to all of you. One of the most important indicator to recognize the economic of one country is the GDP. GDP is the gross domestic product, the monetary value of goods and services produced in a country in a given period of time. This is 2024 GDP of country in Southeast Asia, which Indonesia is the highest number for the country in Southeast Asia. The GDP of Indonesia in 2024 is 1.5 billion, and in the second country is Thailand with $543 million, and the third is Singapore with $520 million. This is for the GDP nominal. And then this is the GDP per capita. The GDP per capita is different with the GDP nominal because the GDP per capita, this is counted for each person in a country. That Singapore is the highest number for the GDP per capita. The number is 80,450, and in the second place is Brunei. It is $35,110 US, and the third is Malaysia with 13,310. Indonesia in the fifth position with $5,270. Why Indonesia is the largest number in a country but become the fifth number in GDP per capita? This is because the population. In Indonesia in 2024, the number of population is 284 people. And in the Philippines, in the second with 116 million people. And Singapore is in 9th position with 5,800,000 people, and the last one is the Brunei with 166 citizens in the country, which is the GDP per capita is get from the GDP nominal divided by the number of the population. That's why, because of the number of population is in Indonesia is the highest, it's become the number for the GDP per capita is below the Singapore. And then this is the top growing economies in Asia. Indonesia include in the top 10 top growing economies country, which its growth is 5% in 2024. And also Uzbekistan have a good performance for the growth of economy. In 2024, the growth of economy from Uzbekistan is 5.5%. I hope in the future Uzbekistan and Indonesia also can have more in the number of the economic growth. And the top economic growth country in 2024 is Macau with 27.2%. And this is also the table show that how is Indonesian economic growth in the last 10 years. From 2015 until 2024, Indonesia always have a positive growth in economic and also in the GDP. Even in the pandemic COVID era, we still have a positive growth. This is one of the important indicator that show Indonesia still have a growth of economy even in the bad situation. But overall, the average of economic growth each year in the last 10 years, Indonesia have economic growth for 5%. And this is the growth by sector. We can see from the graph the top Indonesian distribution from the industry. And then the second is from agriculture, which is contribution is 13.57%, and in the third is in trade, 12.96%. Indonesia have many export commodity for agriculture product. That's why the growth of economy, if the government can maximize the contribution from the agriculture sector, it will make more growth in economic of Indonesia for overall. This is the Indonesia leading trading partner. The first is the China or Tiongkok with 5.67 billion. It is around 25.58%, the share of China for Indonesia export activity. And the second is USA, 1.97% or around 8.88% the share. And the third is Japan. It is $1.78 billion. This is the most important country that Indonesia should make a good relationship also in trade. This is the Indonesia leading agriculture export commodities. There is 5 commodities. The first is rubber, and then coffee, and then crude palm oil, and then cacao, and the last one is CPO, coconut. For the CPO, Indonesia export around 42.9 million ton of crude palm oil in 2019. I think today Indonesia export more because the number of the plantation is also increased and the production from the plantation is also increased. That's why crude palm oil make a positive and also huge contribution for the agricultural sector for the GDP in Indonesia. The main problem for the export commodities in Indonesia is because Indonesia majority export the commodity in raw material such as coffee, cacao, and then crude palm oil. It is export in the condition still in raw or half raw material. So if Indonesia can make the product, the end product for each export commodities for the agriculture commodities, Indonesia will have value added from each of commodities. And the final, they will also improve the number of the GDP. So that's why Indonesia should have make a diversification for the product to export, and then they have to make the research how to create the end product, and also with the higher number than the product when they export in the raw material. That will make Indonesian economy will improve because the value added of the product that export also improve. That's the overview of Indonesia economy. I hope in the future I can also share another aspect of the macroeconomic of Indonesia. Thank you for your attention.